Welcome to your first guitar lesson. We're going to get started here with the guitar, amplifiers, pedals, as well as a rundown of major chords and where we hope to go in this series. First and foremost, why am I qualified? It'll become very apparent very quickly why I'm qualified, but a little bit about my history. I've been playing music for my entire life, up until recently. Well, you could say I'm still doing it, right? Because I'm still engaged with you. I've been a lifelong musician. I plan on being one. I was in a few bands, Midnighters, Carbon Thief, and Rock. Carbon Thief also went by Ambience for a while. I played with such bands as Magpie, Lion Vibes, Dick in the Dirt, High Rise, and many more. I've toured extensively around the country and I've had a fun time doing it. Not to say that you will have those experiences, but if I can even give you a fraction of those experiences, then I have done my job. I will run down this guitar. These are the tuning machine heads. They help keep the guitar in tune. So when you want to do this, it sounds like that. Obviously an electric guitar does not work without electronics, so that's something we will touch on. The type of wood matters, the shape matters, where the input jack matters, what type of electronics are available matters. Even the pickups themselves. Generally, the headstock of the guitar is mainly facial, but it can have benefits. Some guitars are bolt-on, and other guitars are one solid piece. So now I'd like to touch with you on pedals I do own, which aren't very many. Just happens as you live a life. I've owned many pedals. I can speak on very many types of pedals, but they are expensive, and if you don't have money, they can also make a good investment turned back into money. So those are just a couple of the ways songs are used with a wah-wah. There's plenty of other ways, as the quintessential reggae player would tell you. Sometimes that's all you need. This one has more voices, but we won't get into that since they're very similar in tone, the only difference being that it also has distortion. Now, not all tuning pedals are the same. Some of them have two outputs, and if that is so, if you plug it into output 1, it will keep the signal continuous, If it has an output 2, that will kill the signal entirely, which will give you kind of a kill signal for your entire pedal chain if you so desire. That's something more advanced players like. For example, lastly are a few delay and echo effects. I'm not going to touch too much on that. I'm just kind of going to show you what a delay is and then what a loop is. So by now you should understand what a loop is. So now I wish to show you a little bit of delay, and I'm going to use that doing a version of Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill, which was first introduced to me by Kate Bush and David Gilmour, then again by Placebo, and now it seems to have come back again with Kate Bush getting, well, she's always gotten her recognition. So now that we've talked about some of the things that make a guitar work, now we're going to talk about the major chords that you will be playing on a guitar. Now these major chords also have minor chords. Usually sharp chords do not matter on a guitar. That's something for other people. So when we talk about major and minor chords, that just basically means it's binary. Now the songs I'd like to show you today are going to be rooted in each corresponding chord. We're going to be starting today with the Ramones' Blitzkrieg Bop. Now you may notice I didn't play chords for that song. That song plays power chords. Now if I were to play it in chords, it would sound something like this. And that's just using traditional chords. I use something that I like to call Hendrix chords in honor of Jimi Hendrix, the ultimate devotee to the guitar. It would sound kind of like this. Little odd, doesn't sound the same. Now we're going to get started with Chris Isaak's Wicked Game. This is in the key of B, and I'm also going to have my loop just so you can hear what two guitars sound like playing this song. I'll start it off with the regular riff, and then you can come in if you want. next song we're going to focus on is Blink-182's All the Small Things. Now this next song is a song I've played many times, and if you can get these two chords, you can get anything. Notice that song was rooted in D. That was the song I wanted to touch on there. Our song for E comes from the band Toddy Porter, and it is called Mean Bitch. Our song for F is going to be a song that everybody knows, and everybody has probably heard because it's one of the few songs that starts in F. Here it is. You all know it. As you can tell, most of these songs have been in the 90s, and while I don't necessarily subscribe to the Britpop feud between Oasis and Blur, I would like to touch on a song by one of them, and that being said, I'll show you a song in G by both bands. This song is called Live Forever. And now, here is Girls and Boys by Blur. now that we've focused on those songs, I'd like to tell you about where I'd like to take you with this series. Really, as long as you engage, I'll go where you want. But if not, I do have some outlined plans. I do give lessons here locally in my area where I'm at, and so I have a lot to expound upon. I've recorded 3 albums, recorded many songs, played with various bands, and the only thing I want to do is help you guys learn how to play an instrument. And if that's something you find a worthy endeavor, then join me on this journey that we'll take together. What I got, said remember that. Loving is what I got, said remember that. Loving is what I got, said remember that. Loving is what I got, I got, I got, I got. Sorry I didn't hit it the last time. Why do I have to be sorry? I'm gonna cut that out.
Sweet.